Y'all need Chevy fuel pump tips? I got them. Let's get in here and check them out before you get started on the fuel pump. Trust me, I'm a mechanic.
All right, we got an 06 Cat Eye Chevrolet. So this is for 1999 to 2007 Chevy trucks. Vortec V8, 4.8, 5.3, and 6.0. If you take a look up here, you'll notice the fuel rail right here. This shiny thing, that's what delivers fuel. This is the rail that goes to the injectors. And this thing has got, it's got this little valve on there. So you're gonna hook a pressure gauge up to that, and you're gonna read the pressure while it's cranking, while you're turning the key or while the engine's running, and you're gonna watch the gauge and make sure we got good pressure.
If your fuel pump isn't working right, you're gonna have low pressure, under 50 PSI or 55 PSI at idle. You are going to have it run out of gas, but you still have gas in the tank. You're gonna have the gauge not working properly. You're also gonna have stalling. The truck can just shut off going down the road. Any of these issues can be caused by a fuel pump. First thing you wanna do is check the PSI pressure at the rail and make sure you have the proper pressure. Look for about 50 to 55 PSI at idle. Anything lower than that, 30, something like that, you got problems in the tank and we need to dig in there and fix it.
All right, so on this 06, this is a stainless tube. You got an older truck, it's gonna be black, which means it can rust on the inside. You wanna swap it out for a stainless one. But these things have O-rings and they always leak. There's one in there, there's one in there where they go in the tube. Swap those out. This is a returnless design, which means you just have one inlet right here. This is an 06, so you can see it's returnless. It just comes in right there. And the older trucks had a return design, so the fuel would pump up. That comes down from the gas tank. Pump up, boom, 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 boom. Pressurize that rail, pressurize that rail. And it just sits there, squirting in the engine. The older trucks would dump the excess gas back into the tank, but this one doesn't have that because in 06, they did away with that design. Basically, this just pumps up to, you know, whatever, 60 PSI, sits right there. Whole thing pressurizes, squirts down to the top of the engine. When the injector's open, we got the fuel rail here, and then we got another one right there. So, check the pressure here first.
This relay right here is the fuel pump relay. You wanna check that one too.
All right, we got a 2002 Chevrolet Avalanche. Let's get in here and take a look at it. This will work on 1999, 2003 Chevy trucks, mini cat eye or bubble eye. I'm not taking the cover off, but you're gonna have to look under here and see, yep, I've already upgraded this to stainless hose tube. And then over here, there we go, we got two of them. So you see these two hoses right under my finger right there. Those are for the return design. Top one pressurizes it. The bottom one returns back to the tank. So that's just how they work. Any excess fuel is returned back to the tank. And there, right in the center of the screen, is the external fuel regulator. Pulls a vacuum on there. And if you got problems, you want to get in there and check that thing. It always drips, it always leaks. So you got to get in there and swap it out if it's leaking, or get you a new one. That's what controls the fuel pressure. If it's over whatever 55 PSI, it'll dump the rest back into the tank.
So honestly, the whole module thing's kind of better because it's all built into one. The fuel pump, the filter, the sending unit, the regulator, all that stuff's built in there. We can just swap it out. We don't have to run around all over the truck checking stuff. But, you know, it is in the gas tank, so I guess it's a trade-off. The earlier trucks, though, that external fuel regulator was nice because you could just pull it off and swap it out when it leaked, but they always leaked.
If you go under here on an older truck, 99 to 2002, here you go. You will see you have an external fuel filter. You can swap it out, get you a new one, and get in there and just swap it out with a Wix filter. You'll be good to go. Now, if you got a newer truck, 2003 up to 2007, you will see right down in here on the frame rail, there is no external fuel filter because they removed it. They decided you didn't need it anymore. So you just got to swap out the whole fuel pump assembly and be good to go that way. There isn't an external fuel cartridge to change out, unfortunately. All right, we got 2 fuel pumps laid out right here. We got a Chevy Avalanche fuel pump, and then we have the Chevy Cat Eye fuel pump right here. Let's take a look at both of these. First, we're gonna start with this 99 to 2003. So here is the fuel sending unit. This is what registers how much gas is in the tank, or it doesn't, because they always break. But if it's working properly, that's low fuel, medium fuel, high fuel, just like that when it's sitting down in the tank. So we got a filter on the bottom of this one. Then we got the fuel pump right in here. This is a return design. So if I take a look at it, yep, this one right here goes to the engine, and then the excess fuel coming back from the fuel regulator mounted up at the engine goes right here. Dumps all the gas back into the tank. It recirculates it, so this goes to the engine, then comes back, excess fuel comes in here, and then this gets repressurized and comes back. And it rinses and repeats. That's how it works. Dumps the excess fuel into the tank. So this little sensor up top right here, that's for like the emission stuff, all the evap stuff. It basically just tells how much pressure's in the tank. These things never go bad, don't worry about that. But what you need to worry about is these connectors on here. So the connectors are fine, but the harness, they'll change the wires up on you. You want to make sure every time you do these 2 middle wires gonna be purple and orange. Same over here. Those go down to the fuel sending unit right here. Purple and orange, you want to make sure those go there. And then black and gray right here. Yep, you can see black and gray. Those are what feed the fuel pump. Black is negative, and then the gray is positive. Same wiring, but they will switch it up on you. I've seen these things mixed up every which way, and the thing won't work right. So you gotta check the pin out with the multimeter. You gotta check the connector on the truck to make sure that these wires go where they're supposed to go. So I know on this one, I showed in the other video, the 2 middle wires right here go to the fuel sending unit. The 2 external wires go to the power and ground and to the top of the fuel pump. So 06 Cat Eye. Get these wires out of my way. So we got the fuel sending unit right here, the fuel level gauge right here. So that's low gas, that's medium gas, that's high full gas tank right there if it's working properly. Then we have a filter in here. Supposed to be, it's a little mesh filter. It's built into here under this plastic cover. You can pull them off. And then come up here. We have the regulator built into the tank right here. So if it gets over whatever, 60 PSI or whatever, it goes psh, and it empties all that excess fuel back into the tank. It's not built onto the side of the engine like the earlier trucks. It's all in this module. This thing up here is for the emission stuff. Don't ask me what that is. You can see all of this stuff right here goes to the emissions junk. Goes to the evap system. It's a mess, I know, but that's what this goes to, because all those vapors come up, and the newer trucks, this goes to the evap to make sure there's not too much gas fumes in the air, right? So this is a return-less design, which means there is no return. Basically, sitting in here, sucks the gas up, comes up here, pressurizes it out to the engine, and then it's the right pressure, gets to the engine, it does its thing, and the excess doesn't have a way back to the tank. So it just sucks up from here, then it goes, pressurizes it right here to the tank, and that's how you get your fuel pressure. So you only have one right here.
So I'd say 99 to about 2002, you're gonna have more external stuff. 2003 to 2007, you're gonna have a more complete module without external fuel regulator, the external filter on the frame, stuff like that. On the 07, by that time, they pretty much did away with all that external stuff. Unfortunately, it's all in the tank.
These things are fun to play with because they got the spring in there to make sure that they keep pressure in the tank so that, they always are touching fuel in the tank. But that's never the problem with these. On both of these, they're very similar. This is a 2002, this is a 2006. Between the years, the biggest differences are, well, this has a filter too. Honestly, they're just updated. So I would say the biggest difference is the fuel regulator. And yeah, this whole module right here is all the fuel stuff you need. Pull it out, drop you a new one in there, and you'll be good to go. So now you know the differences.
That's it for the video. You got fuel pump problems. Your gauge isn't reading right. You know, you keep running out of gas. It's making loud noise. You don't have the proper pressure. Then you're gonna get in there, swap out that whole module. You should be good to go. So drop me a huge thumbs up down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more Chevy truck tip videos in the future. Later.